Hi all, I'm going to walk you through the process of rendering out your iMovie project as well as the process of saving it to our Thunderbird server so Mr. Keeler and I are able to evaluate your work. And lastly, I will show you the process of where you can locate the entry form for the CSPAN StudentCam competition as well as the upload procedure there. So let's begin. Number one, you can see here on my screen that I'm currently in iMovie, and I am working with a project that I've created. It's a generic project. For all intent and purposes, it's just something that I can use to show you this process of rendering out your video. So number one, I'm going to make sure that I'm operating iMovie, and if we need to refresh your memory here, look up in the taskbar, make sure that you see iMovie up here and that you have the following options: file, edit, clip, view, text, share, window, help. And what we're after is under the share option here. We're going to click on share here. I'm going to click on iTunes, and I'm going to select yes, medium file here, and or large, and we can then publish this video to your iTunes account. It'll take just a few minutes here, probably real time, so if your movie's about 5 minutes, it'll probably take about 5 minutes, 30 seconds, 6 minutes or so to turn that video out. If it takes longer, then you should probably double check your share settings, because then it's probably one of those things that you selected unwittingly one of the HD options there, and it's going to take longer. So now that I'm in my iTunes account here, I can take a look-see as to what I've produced, and you can see here then I have clearly labeled the CSPAN video, which is serving as our example, and you should do the same here. Make sure that you identify that this is your CSPAN project, your class period. So if you're in first hour, make sure you put down first hour, and at least one of your last names here, so that way Mr. Keeler and I can go back and identify the group that produced the video. So now that I have this video in my iTunes library here, and again I can confirm that by taking a look up here in iMovie itself. You can see here that it's shared to iTunes, and we now have this handy dandy option here to visit what we just published to iTunes. So you can always confirm that it's there, and you should see that indicator here that it is shared. If you don't, then you can always hit share and go through the process again. Go to iTunes. Sometimes iMovie can be a little bit tricky with the share feature, so don't be afraid to do that again. Go through that process, and then it should show up though. Okay, contact me if it doesn't. Now that we have it shared to iTunes, what we're going to do next is minimize our window here for iMovie. We're going to click on the background here. We'll leave this iTunes library open and just kind of shift it down and away here. But I want to click on the background on my desktop, so that way I have the following options up in the taskbar: Finder, File, Edit, View, Go, Window, and Help. And then I'm going to work with this Go function. So I'm going to click on Go, hit Connect to Server, and I want to type in the following server address, and it's listed here as follows: AFP://Thunderbird. When I type that in, I'm simply going to hit connect, and then you'll be prompted to enter your network username and password. So it should be first name, last name, and whatever password you established. However you typically log into any of our computers within the school here, that's the name and password that you're going to use. So I am now going to connect to Thunderbird, and then you will see the following options: groups, netboot clients, and netboot paper cut, etc. We're only interested in the first one, the top one, groups. So we're going to click on groups and hit OK. And then when we do that, we're going to see a number of different folders. And if we look off here to the right, you can see that there's a folder established for Mr. Keeler's political science classes, and we're going to double click into that one. And now you can see here that we have the 2014 political science folders established. There's one for first hour, fourth hour, and 5B. So if you're in first hour, you're going to deposit to your iMovie simply by dropping and dragging into this folder here, your movie. And I'll do this as an example. I'll actually take a step back here, okay? So it's as easy as if you're going to drop and drag a file. And so if I'm in first hour, just as an example here, I'm going to take my Keeler CSPAN project here, right? And I am going to move that right on over into that first hour political science. So simply drop and drag, and you can see then here is my video in the proper folder. Okay. Now, last step, because we have taken care of business, Mr. Keeler and I can now assess your work here. We have to make sure that we upload things to the appropriate spot here. And so what we're going to do is head on over to StudentCam.org to take a look at what we need to do in order to submit things correctly. There we go. All right, so once we're looking at StudentCam, again, we're going to want to double check your rules here, so that way you can take a look at the requirements once more. And then what we're going to do is utilize the entry form and upload button here. We'll click on that, and you must sign up before you can log in. So you have to go through the process here, and every student that is submitting an entry must do this. And again, we're going to establish username, password, and password confirmation. We can fill this out. The school name is Lakeland Union High School. Okay. Your school address is 9573 State Highway 70. Okay. City is Minocqua, Wisconsin. Zip is 54548. And your phone number here for the school is 715-356-5252. Your cable system right now is Charter Communications. All right. And you can select the appropriate item here from the drop-down list about how you learn about StudentCam.org. Faculty advisor is Mr. Keeler, so make sure that you provide the proper information here. That's Keeler. Phone number, again, it's the same as the school, 715-356-5252. And use Mr. Keeler's email address. That's keeler@luhs.k12.wi.us. And then, if applicable here, if you worked in a group of 2 or 3, you need to add a teammate here. And then you're going to submit your form, and then you'll be able to log in and then upload your video. And again, you're simply going to take that from your iTunes library and drop and drag into the appropriate folder here as provided by CSPAN. So if you have questions, please seek me out. Otherwise, good luck to you all, and I wish you all the best.